myopic or
Cut.
an astigmatic patient.
Cut. I told you to give it for
I
once.
will silence my tone.
இயற்கையான மூலிகை தான். அந்த மூலிகைனால எந்த பாதிப்பும் இல்லை.
Did that all come from his eyes? You guys had seen part 1 of this. So here we are with part 2. So sit back and enjoy.
Ayyo, Sami.
Sami. Did that all come from his eyes?
Did she actually put it into his eyes and then pretend like removing it out?
And
Like, seriously?
that's what I don't know.
Oh,
It
God.
might look like a gimmick or a scam. Maybe, maybe not. But the thing was, previously it was the plant thing. Now this is upgraded to the hair clip, the metallic one.
Paperclip.
Paperclip,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh my God, paperclip. Again, I think it's again just practices where chances of infection and chances of injury to the eye is there, and not to say you're literally introducing metallic things which is not even clean, or probably that same thing she'll use to the next person coming for the next patient. And
Oh, it's not just that. It's stainless steel. It could be having some rust particles and all these things, or even the sharp edge. Inadvertently, she's just used the sharp edge of the paper clip. That could itself cause a lot of trauma to his eyes. And I honestly doubt the entire thing, as in how magically all these particles just came out. I mean, there's no necessity for her to use all these paper clips at all. If at all they are such huge particles, it just comes out with eye cleaning with plain water.
yeah,
So
rinsing.
that should be, rinsing the eyes. So that should be sufficient. So why would she want to use a paper clip to remove all these things? Or what we do on a regular OPD basis is we make the patient sit on the slit lamp, like a camera kind of a structure, and we basically remove it with a sterile cotton bud, under sterile aseptic conditions, and using propanocaine topical eye drops. But here I see her not using any of those and happily, merrily inserting all these metallic clips into the patient's eyes. So guys, please don't resort to such kind of practices.
Yep.
அந்த கற்கள் வெளியில் வந்த வாட்டி வெறும் புண்ணாக இருக்கும் உள்ளே. அதுக்கு தான் மூலிகை. அதே அந்த மூலிகை சாறு வந்து பொறையை அகற்றக்கூடிய சக்தி அந்த தலைக்கு மட்டும்தான் இருக்குது. பொறை.
But is that some magic drops something? Like, to what I have known, I've not heard where you use drops where you can treat for cataract and myopia or hypermetropia. Are there drops like that where you can do something like that, or is this a scam?
Could be. I mean, honestly, the medical research really does not back the presence or usage of any such kind of topical drops to avoid formation of a cataract, because cataract is due to the natural aging process, or mostly following trauma where lens is lost due to opacification. So something that is already turned opaque cannot go back to being crystalline clear again.
Yeah.
And being conditions like myopia and hypermetropia, again, there are multiple reasons and we really cannot cure it with any topical eye drops. I just hope there was something like that. I would have used it first. So, this could be a kind of a gimmick, some sort of a kind of a thing to the patients who come with all these complaints. But guys, honestly, there's nothing like that. So the only treatment that allopathy offers is a cataract surgery for cataract, and of course for myopia and hypermetropia there are multiple refractive surgeries like LASIK, SMILE, and all those surgeries which are available. And regarding those surgeries, please visit your ophthalmologist to get a better idea about it, so they'll be able to tell you better.
பார்வை அத்தனையும் வெளியில் அந்த அந்த மூலிகை சார் அவ்வளோ ஒரு வேலை செய்யும். அது இயற்கையான மூலிகை தான். அந்த மூலிகைனால எந்த பாதிப்பும் இல்லை. இப்போ என் சர்வீஸ்லேயே இப்போ 30 லட்சத்து பேர்த்துக்கு நான் செஞ்சுருக்கேன். ஒரு சின்ன மிஸ்டேக் கூட இது நாள் வரைக்கும் வந்தது கிடையாது.
In her service, 3 million people done the same thing. Like, you saw, like, did you even see how did she instill the drops? Like we have
Directly squeezed it into the patient's eye. Oh,
yeah,
God.
and the drops we have, it comes packeted and properly packaged. Like whatever comes from the drop directly goes to the eyes, so that there's no contact of other any sorts of infection, any material out there. So what happens is that from the box itself, I mean from the bottle, you squeeze the bottle, the dropped medicine directly falls onto the eye. But here, wonderful technique though. Squeezed it through the finger, and from that it's going into the eyes. And again, we really don't know if she really washed her hands, and if it's even sterile.
When did she make those drops even? Like, was it 1 month back, or did she freshly prepare it, or how old is the drops? I mean,
There's a lot of
no clue.
questions where we not getting clarity
And
about.
what is it made of? I mean, is it from the animal products, or is it using human products, plant-based products? We really do not know. And yeah, of course, I mean, just looking at the kind of drops that she's putting, that would probably cause a corneal chemical injury than probably treating cataract or just resolving myopia and hypermetropia. My God, seriously, no.
Again, the eye rubbing.
చూసుకోండి ఇంకా మీ చెత్త చక్క काय वो एडी वेती तो ना हम को सुका तारांकी मारने पे वो फिर कल के रोगन थी तू
मोहन लाइव प्रूफ मोहन
Live proof.
Live proof. Oh.
But that was like a white cotton ball which entered the eyes. It comes out with a dirty cotton ball with multiple stones.
Possible, as long as if the patient happens to be a farmer, or if he's
Right.
mostly exposed to a lot of, like, if he's working in the industries, probably he's exposed to a lot of dust. Well, that is possible, but I would rather appreciate if she'd used a sterile cotton stick or a bud to clean all that, instead of inserting the cotton bare hands and then pushing it through some kind of a
Rubbing.
stick, and then that good massage, and oh God, probably it would have caused more trauma than cleaning the stuff out of his eyes. So yet another unsterile practice. So this is something that is not encouraged. So basically, like I already said, what we do in OPD is cleaning with a sterile bud. So this is what the patient would have ideally undergone if he had visited a tertiary care eye hospital.
But this though, some hometown, someone's house,
Yes.
getting it done. Right. I want to be clear about, it's not about mocking any people, anyone particular, or any particular tradition practices out there. It's all about bringing the awareness to the people, the common people out there, especially in the rural setup, where I don't think they have much awareness or knowledge about the real practices out there, what can be done for eye hygiene, right?
Yep.
Because introducing all this, causing other secondary infections from what they're actually suffering from, and end of the day can be a reversible disease. We don't want it to go to something which is irreversible and end of the day lose their vision, right? So it all comes to a point where nothing should be done at the cost of the vision. The bottom line is, if you ever want to get your eyes checked or get it cleaned, at least you know what to do. At least consider visiting your nearest ophthalmologist out there, or at least the mobile clinics out
clinics.
there. Yeah,
Yep.
mobile eye clinics. So at least that should do justice and help you from all sorts of difficulties that you're having, troubles facing related to eye. So that's all for today, my friends. I hope you guys liked today's video of reacting to some crazy eye cleaning videos out there. So thank you, Dr. Samiksha, for being a part of today's show, and yeah, for taking your time out of your busy schedule and coming here. So thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah, that's all for today. And as always, you guys take care, stay safe. This is Dr. Bob
And Dr. Samiksha.
signing out. Bye.